Hi boys and girls, again we're back with another lesson. We are continuing with geometry with our plane figures. So today we're going to be talking about quadrilaterals, which are a type of polygon. If you remember, polygons are plane figures with straight lines, right? Quadrilaterals are polygons that have four sides, so it's like a separate group within polygons. So they're also plane figures, they also have straight sides, but they have specifically four sides. So these are some of the examples. We have square, rhombus, parallelogram, rectangle, and trapezoid. Now, you've been learning about squares and rectangles and all these shapes probably every year at school. So it's kind of just to refresh your memory and to go into a little more detail. So we're going to identify the shapes, and then I'm going to talk about the little markings that you see that will help you when identifying it. So let's start with this one, okay? This shape has two pairs of parallel lines. Remember, parallel lines run in the same direction as each other, but they don't cross. So they could run vertically or horizontally, but they're never going to cross each other. So if you notice, these two lines are parallel, and they have this one little mark on it to tell you that those two are congruent, which means they're the same size and length, like length and, size and length. Then the opposite, these two are also parallel, but they have two markings. It's like you match them up. So this one has two, this one has two, those two are the two that go together, these two go together, and it makes them congruent, the same size and shape, okay? So this one is a parallelogram. It has parallel lines, two pairs of parallel lines. These two are parallel and those two are parallel. Okay? The next one we have is a rectangle. Now it's a rectangle because the same. It has two lines that are parallel and congruent, which means they're the same size. And the opposite two lines are also parallel and congruent. But the difference is that each of these angles forms a 90-degree angle. Remember, this little box in the corner tells you that's a 90-degree or a right angle. So a rectangle is made up of four right angles with the opposite sides being congruent, the same size and shape, okay? The difference between a rectangle and a square is that a square, all four sides are the same. Our four sides are congruent. That's why all four sides have only one little mark on it, because they're all the same size and shape. In a rectangle, these two are the same size and length, and the opposite two are the same size and length, but they're not all the same. But a square also, if you notice, has the little box in the corner which tells you it's made up of right angles, which measure 90 degrees. Okay, so that's the difference between a square and a rectangle. Then we have these two down here. This one is like a square that's just tilted, or like a diamond, but the fancy math word for it is a rhombus. Okay? And all four of its sides are congruent, the same size and length, but it's not made of right angles. It's actually made of acute angles. They're all smaller, less than 90 degrees. So that's a rhombus. So it's square, rhombus, parallelogram, rectangle. All we have left is a trapezoid. Okay, now a trapezoid also has four sides. That's why it's quadrilateral. But it only has two pairs of lines that are parallel, which would be the sides. That's why they both have one little mark. And then the top and the bottom are not parallel. They are parallel, but they are not congruent because this side is much smaller than the bottom. So this side has two little marks, this side has three little marks. It tells you that each of these two have a different measurement. So that would be a trapezoid. Okay, think of a trapezoid as like a triangle that got the top cut off, and now it's flat. That's what a trapezoid is. Okay, so these are the quadrilaterals, which are a type of polygon, which are flat figures, plane figures that have 4 sides. Okay? This is your last lesson for this week. If you have any questions, make sure that you go back to the videos, you watch them again, you go over it again, look at your assessment that you have for Friday, and get started. Remember, when you're doing your assessment, you can use your notes, you can use the videos, you can use the books to help you refresh your memory of what you've learned this week. Okay? Have a good day, and I'll see you.